Welcome to The Read Along,
a mini book club for your ears.
I'm your host, Scott.
I'm your other host, Anita.
And join us on a journey through a good book,
one chapter at a time.
Do you like talking about movies? Do you like talking about mediocre movies? Do you like talking about how you could have fixed mediocre movies? Well, I certainly do, and you can listen to me, Scott C. Bourgeois, along with my co-hosts Greg Beaver and Liam Creswick, as we give our notes, and I have some notes. You can follow it now on your podcatcher of choice, or support it by visiting patreon.com/IHaveSomeNotes. We're back.
Welcome to New Book Smell.
Yeah, we weren't really gone.
No, not really.
No. But we are back with a new book.
Yay, new book.
Always a good time. Always good jumping on point. So if this is the first time you've listened to the show, welcome. We are a mini book club for your ears. I don't know if we've discussed that recently, what the whole podcast is about. Basically, for those of you just joining us for the first time, we decided many years ago now,
a bunch of books ago,
that we wanted to do like a slow burn, low commitment book club for people to just follow along with.
Yeah.
So we would pick a book and we'd go through it just chapter by chapter.
Yeah, and talk about it a little bit, read a bit, talk a bit, read a bit, talk a bit, you know.
Yeah, so that you could read the book more slowly, because reading a whole book in a month seems like a big challenge for a lot of people. It seems like a big commitment.
It depends on who you are, but yeah, for those who don't feel they have the time to dedicate, right, by X deadline to read said book.
We're busy people. But reading a chapter in a week seems more achievable.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's an opportunity for us to sit and kind of jam about what we read, speculate about what's coming up, discuss stuff that's already happened, try to fit puzzle pieces together, do wild and irresponsible speculation, as we've put it before.
We're very good at that.
Yeah, and then kind of put it all together in the end with one final book club episode at the very end.
Yeah, where we get kind of a little more book clubby and, discuss the whole thing.
Yeah, it tends to be a bit of a longer episode, too. And also, the podcast is meant to be short and digestible.
Yeah.
So like 15,
like the chapters.
20 minutes usually is kind of our sweet spot. And that also means that if you're like our friend Dave, longtime listener of the pod, you could listen to the audiobook one chapter at a time and then stop in between the chapters, listen to us, and just go back and forth. That's how we road trips.
Yeah, that's very clever if you ask me.
Or if you want, you could read the whole book when we're done and binge the whole book.
Yeah.
And just listen to us talk about the whole thing from start to finish.
That was the appeal of doing it as a podcast, because it gives all of our listener readers the ability to consume at their own pace.
Exactly.
However you want. You want to do it a week at a time with us? Great. Follow along. You want to save it all up and binge? Also great. You do you. Right? It's awesome.
Our only rule is that we do not read ahead.
Yes, no spoilers.
When we record. We have access to the blurb at the back of the book.
Everybody has access to the blurb at the back of the book.
Yeah, but then we read the chapter and we discuss it. We have not read ahead in any capacity. So
Never have.
We're going in blind.
Yep.
Every time we record, we don't know what's going to come down the line. We will absolutely guess.
Oh, yes. Always. Usually we're wrong.
Usually terribly wrong.
Yes.
Yeah. But that's part of the fun of it.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. That's what the read along is about. If you're new to the pod. And honestly, I can't remember the last time we actually kind of went over what we're about.
Yeah. If you're old to the pod, skip ahead a little bit.
No, don't, because we're about to get into it. Do not skip ahead.
If you're old to the pod, go back to the beginning, skip ahead a little bit.
There you go.
And then pick up where we do. Everything's fine.
Like right about now. Normally we do a little recap of our previous chapter, but there was no previous chapter. There was a previous book. You could go read that right now. But in the meantime, let's dive right into Chapter 1 of Dreadful by Caitlin Rozakis. So we start waking up from an explosion.
With no eyebrows.
With no eyebrows.
We're off to a great start.
Yeah. So we're right in the shoes of Gav, who very quickly pieces together that he is a dark wizard. But he's also in a bit of a bind because having exploded, he's also lost his memories.
Yep. He has no idea who he is.
Yep.
He has no idea what's going on.
He has very selective amnesia. There's little creeping bits of memory in there. Every now and then he'll get a flash of something when he thinks a certain thought, like it's just out of reach. He also still has access to like his basic skill set. He even still remembers a little bit how to do magic.
Yeah, he knows he needs to find a jar of eyebrows.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
He doesn't know where or how they work, but he knows he needed to find them.
Yeah, so this is kind of situational amnesia. He's lost large tracts of backstory, but again, very essential stuff is still there. He can function, and he can fake it until he makes it.
Yes, and comedy ensues.
Yeah, like at first, because there's just been an explosion, the goblin fire team is outside the door knocking on the door like, "Sir, do you need us?"
My lord, do you need the firefighting team?
And he's like trying to be like, "No, don't, everything's fine here.
Everything's fine here." And just bumbles his way around the room, knocking everything over, making so much noise.
He looks like a fright. As mentioned, he burned off his eyebrows and like the sleeves of his
he's quite
robe.
singed.
Indeed, he does get some replacement eyebrows very quickly. And when he pulls open a magic mirror and gets a look inside, he's like, "Oh, I'm obviously an evil wizard."
Yeah,
like
he gets a look at himself, and he's like, "Oh, yes, okay, pointy goatee. Yep, way too dark. Yes, we are definitely a dark wizard."
Yeah, 100% a dark wizard. This is probably bad news.
This mirror makes me feel things. I'm going to cover it up now.
Yeah, probably because it's like a palantir of some kind. So someone, like, to get a little bit ahead of ourselves, he's got like a call with his boss later on. And I'm assuming that that's through Magic Mirror. So
possibly.
Yeah, that's the Zoom mirror.
That's the Zoom mirror.
So, yeah. At any rate, he finally makes his way out of the room and starts ordering people around and is just like, I'm just gonna pretend.
As people are like groveling and afraid of him, so this is safety.
Indeed. There's a couple things he says throughout the chapter which he means innocuously, but are quickly assumed to be a threat by the people he's talking to. And he's like, "Oh, okay, that came out wrong."
Sorry, my bad.
In addition to the new captain of the guard, no word on what happened to the old one, and the Goblin Bucket Brigade, he also meets he assumes seneschal.
I assumed as well.
Yeah, his toady, his worm tongue.
Yeah, Sirocco. I assume I'm saying it correctly.
I mean, it's a word in a book, and it's a made-up one, so yeah.
I assume his name is Sirocco.
Caitlin Rozakis, if you're listening, you can correct us. Just let us know.
By all means.
Yeah.
I think greasy is the word.
It's a word specifically that Gav uses.
That Gavrax used. Also, we know his name is Gavrax. He knows his name is Gavrax.
Yeah, he pieces that together.
I think somebody calls him Lord Gavrax.
And he rolls it around in his tongue and is like, that's a made-up name. Like, there's no way a woman looked at her baby boy and was like, that's a Gavrax.
Gavrax.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that is the name a dark wizard gives themselves.
Yeah. Oh, so he quickly decides that he feels more like a Gav right now. He'll maybe work his way up to Gavrax.
Yeah, we'll get there. He's a Gav.
So Sirocco kind of inadvertently fills him in a bit on the situation. Like, look, the princess finally seems to be like cooperating a little bit because you've broken her spirit. Your vile experimentations seem to be bearing fruit, so that's great news. What's next? And he's like, well, first of all, I'd like to put on something nice.
Something not burned.
Yeah, so he heads up to his room where his new valet.
I love his new valet.
Grr-beetle. Although apparently it's got a rolling R, so it's like a grr-beetle.
Grr-beetle. I don't care. I love it. It's Grrrribeetle.
Yeah.
Grr-beetle. It makes me happy.
It helps him get into a new robe. And then he decides he's going to go down and check out the princess. He dismisses Sirocco because he's like, I don't like this guy.
I'm going to call him Sriracha at least once by accident. I apologize in advance.
And we get to meet the princess.
Princess Eliasha.
Yeah, Eliasha was clearly absconded in the night because she's wearing her like night clothes.
Yes, whimpering in the corner when he comes into her room.
She's a little rumpled.
Rightly so.
And she's like, come and do your worst, you monster. And he's like, look, I'm just going to square with you. I'm hungry. Do you want to just, like, get out of here and go get a bite to eat?
And she's, like, cocks an eyebrow, like, suspicious look, like, what?
Yeah. The way that this plays out is that she had in her mind a very specific way this conversation was going to go, how she was going to, like, resist and,
of course.
And, like, have the moral high ground. And he quickly deflates that by just being like, look, let's just go get a bite to eat.
Well, I love the progression of this conversation because he's like, would you like to have something to eat with me wearing actual clothes? And she's like, I'll never eat with you, right? Stuck on that moral high ground. He's like, fine. Would you like to come and wear regular clothes and watch me eat something? Because I'm hungry.
Yeah.
And it's dark in here. And she can't find any, like, reasonable pushback to that.
Yeah, he's very reasonable in this moment, and she's just like, fine. So he has Sirocco go and find something in the stores. He finds some sort of peasant dress.
It's a dress of some sort that looks
And
mostly
then,
okay.
And he goes down to the kitchen and is like, make something a princess would like. And they're like, what? And he's like, and something that I would like, I guess, too. What?
The kitchen
and
is
maybe,
confused.
And maybe put on an apron or something? What?
Apron?
Yeah.
He spends so much of that conversation trying to figure out if the cook is, like, a man or a woman.
Yeah.
Because goblins, I guess.
Yes. There's also a point where he, like, throws open, when he's getting dressed, he throws open, like, the bedroom window and looks over his land and is super disappointed by it.
Right? It's like, oh, it's not very, exciting.
Thought
not
I
very
might,
picturesque.
I thought I might have, like, at least an imposing tower or something, but it's just like a crummy castle overlooking a really lame-looking village.
Yeah. He's got a handful of people out working in the field who are probably scared of him.
Yeah. And he's like, maybe I could terrorize them into, like, putting up, like, a couple trees or something. Maybe painting some of the houses. I don't know. Make it a little more picturesque.
It's so funny watching him try to remember how to be evil.
Yeah, it's interesting because evil clearly doesn't come naturally to him.
No, I guess not.
No, his evil was definitely a learned skill.
Mm-hmm.
And at the moment, because he has no memory, his instinct is just like, just play it cool, man. Just play it cool.
Based solely on this first chapter, I have a feeling that we are going to be exploring themes of, like, nature versus nurture.
Oh, for sure.
Right?
Yeah, and I mean, he groks very quickly that he needs to at least pretend for the time being, because he's like, that servant's gonna stab me in the back the second he senses weakness.
Like,
I don't know, these goblins might eat me. Like, I probably have an arch nemesis somewhere.
Yeah,
I'm an evil wizard.
Everyone hates a dark wizard. If I let them know that I don't know who I am anymore, they're going to kill me.
Yeah. So that's kind of where he's at. And just as we come up to the end of the chapter, just before he goes to have dinner with the princess, Sirocco's like, I don't mean to speak out of place, but you did tell me to remind you not to schedule anything after you have your call with Zarkanar. And Gav doesn't know who Zarkanar is, but just hearing the name, he's like, oh, that's someone very important and evil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the name gives him, like, a visceral reaction. He's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, there's another name that gives him a visceral reaction earlier on, too, when he, like, swears to a god briefly.
Oh, yeah.
And he has, like, a fragmented memory of something terrible, and he's like, I don't think I should be swearing to that god anymore.
Yeah, it's like, hey, be careful about, like, which divinity you invoke, right?
Yeah.
Because scary things.
Yeah, so he's got a conference call with probably his evil boss.
Probably.
He's the Sauron, and he's about to have a call with Sauron. And Wormtongue has just reminded him to, like, be cool about it,
right?
to give him the progress update. He doesn't know what the progress is. He doesn't know what the update's about. He barely remembers what's going on. So he's in trouble.
I can't
right
wait
from
for
jump.
him to bumble his way through this call. I have a feeling the next couple chapters are just going to be a bunch of bumbling, and it's going to amuse me a great deal.
Yeah, I think the next couple chapters are going to be him piecing together what his own evil plan is, and then trying to decide if he wants to carry.
Evil plan?
Yeah, if he wants to carry through with it. So
Maybe.
yeah,
I really appreciated that his whole journey through this chapter was just a mix of being lucky and being clever.
well, and he has the benefit of starting, like, he doesn't feel high status because he's lost his memory and he has no clue what's going on, but he has the benefit of being high status. Everybody in the castle is afraid of him. His ignorance comes across as aloofness.
Which is very lucky.
His confusion comes across as, like, testing people. His innocuous questions or, like, turns of phrase come across as threats a couple times. Like, so he's able to, as you say, luck his way through a lot of these conversations.
There were a couple things where it was just really lucky that things worked out the way they did. Like, he has a brand new valet who does not know what he's like.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have to figure that out.
Yeah.
Right?
He hasn't come across as out of character yet.
Yeah. There's a new captain of the guard outside, right? So he doesn't have to put on airs for that guy either because
the only
he's
one,
also new.
Really, the only one he has to fool at the moment is Sirocco.
That's true.
And he's probably right. If Sirocco senses any sort of weakness, he's going to be like, oh, well, I could be the next evil wizard.
Probably.
Yeah.
Again, described him as greasy, which I feel is accurate based on everything we know about him so far.
Yeah, big worm tongue vibes.
Yeah, very much so. Very much so.
Yeah. Brad Dourif seems like a really nice guy, plays a slime ball really well.
Really well.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's where we end. Right before our Zoom call with the boss and our dinner with the princess.
Yeah. It's good times.
What'd you
overall first impression of the book?
I think I'm going to like it a lot.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it so far.
I'm enjoying the comedic vibe that we've opened with.
Indeed. Well, we'll see if the comedic vibe continues as we, I assume, have our Zoom call with Zarkanar.
I hope so.
Zoom with Zarkanar. That'll be Chapter 2, which you're going to want to read up on in time for next week. In the meantime, of course, as always, you can give us a little rating and review on your podcatcher of choice.
Because we appreciate those very, very much.
We also appreciate you and would like to share that appreciation on social media.
By all means, choose your favorite. We are on Facebook, Instagram, Blue Sky, and Goodreads. We are at The Read Along for most of those.
You can also send us an email.
Oh, yes, please. We love email. You can reach us at thereadalong@gmail.com.
And with that said, as always, we love you very much, and we'll see you next time.
I'm really curious about what's for dinner.
Thank you for joining us on The Read Along with your hosts, Anita and Scott Bourgeois. All Read Along music is by Kevin MacLeod at Incompetech.com. Cover art is by Aaron Beaver. Be sure to join us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at The Read Along, and check out our group on Goodreads.com.